So I finally got my hands on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And when I was invited into the closed beta and I tried out the gameplay for myself, the gameplay convinced me that this game deserved my money. And I'm happy to say, after playing the full game for a few hours, there's so much content that wasn't available in the beta, such as vehicle combat, different enemy types, different gadgets, different weapon types. Now I understand why the game was developed the way that it was. The live service aspect allows the devs to cram in so many different features into the game that it can almost be seen as overwhelming. As I progress through the story, there's different characters that can unlock more gear for you, that can modify your gear for you or create gear for you. You are incentivized to use the different members of the Suicide Squad during different missions in order to gain extra XP and items. And the story and the writing is really great. I enjoy it a lot. The dynamic between the characters are hilarious, and the situation that they find themselves in causes so much confusion, and their mishandled missions adds to the excitement. The perspective of playing with criminals trying to take down corrupted superheroes is a sight to see. You feel so minuscule when it comes to trying to go against the magnitude of the Green Lantern or Superman or Batman. You feel rather helpless when there's a situation that calls for you to be in any combative situation with these heroes, because you start to feel the magnitude on how little of importance you actually play in this world, in this universe, where someone like Deadshot is such a small ant in the eyes of the Green Lantern and what he can do with his powers. When you interact with these superheroes, you really feel the scale of trying to figure out how are you going to defeat somebody who can basically destroy entire civilizations. And that's the beauty of this game. As a comic book, different characters that DC offers, I now see why this game can be a live service game, because the narratives doesn't have to end and the fun doesn't have to end. If this continues to get support, we can see all types of heroes and villains be added into this game later as DLC. And you can see this even in early parts of the game when you start seeing the character bios for Bane, Clayface, Solomon Grundy. You meet all type of characters in this game. Some characters that I was actually surprised that they was in the game, because I didn't even think I would see them show up in this game. And we already have DLC with the Joker coming soon. The possibilities are endless when it comes to the characters that they can add to this game. Now, I love this game so far. I think the story is great. I think the gameplay loop is fantastic, and it's deeper than what I thought it was going to be after playing the closed beta. I want to take this time out to talk about the general consensus when it comes to this game on the internet and the groupthink mentality. Me personally, I never let the opinions of other people sway my thoughts into not purchasing anything that I was interested in for myself, because rather the coverage of a game is positive or negative, the job of media outlets and quote unquote social media influencers is to drive for engagement and clicks. So if it's cool to hate on something and it's the talk of the town, that's what they're gonna do. If it's cool to give praise to something and it's the talk of the town, that's what they're gonna cover. And in the case of Suicide Squad, it is very profitable now to speak negative on the game.
Oh, it's a live service game. Oh, certain characters in the game dies that I don't like. Oh, it's woke nonsense. It's woke LGBTQ.
All of these complaints is to drive engagement. Engagement equals dollars, rather it's positive or negative, like I just said. Once you mature and start seeing things for what it is, you start to understand that this culture war that these two sides on the internet are fighting when it comes to entertainment media, they need each other to exist to keep going in order to keep creating profit. For every weird neckbeard out there that gets offended when a woman character is portrayed as powerful, there's another lunatic that's arguing with him online, thus just raising the engagement more. Without this fake social outrage, there'd be nothing to talk about and there'd be no content for these content creators to make. Thus, you're just a pawn in their game. You're just dollar signs. This war that you think you're a part of will cease to exist once the dollars stop circulating. When public perception sways your opinion without doing your own research, or hell, even playing the game for yourself, then you, my friend, are a lost cause. The amount of misinformation that I heard about this game is astonishing. People are just regurgitating things they hear from other people without even knowing what the story of the game is about. Some people fail to realize that in the game titled Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, that you are going to have to kill the Justice League. They see clips and spoilers online of certain moments, but they don't understand that the heroes that they see in these clips are not the heroes they think they know. These are ravaging savages under the control of Brainiac, who is using them for his bidding to destroy Metropolis. But if you played the game, you will understand the reason why the Suicide Squad was formed by Amanda Waller to help prevent the Justice League from causing any more damage to the world. You will understand the concept of the game if you played the game for yourself, instead of saying, oh,
This is woke because Wonder Woman is the only member of the Justice League.
because she wasn't captured by Brainiac. Once again, if you played the game, you would know what's going on. And I'm not going to sit here and spoil the game out of frustration, but a lot of the criticism that you see online isn't valid because these people haven't played the game to know what the story is about. They just regurgitate the exact same things they see their favorite content creator says. But luckily, there's a lot of group of people just like me out there who's enjoying their time with the game. As of now, it's sitting at a very positive rating on Steam. On Twitter, there's a lot of people enjoying the game. Some people who said, hey, I wasn't going to give this game a try, but I'm glad I did. And other people who can form opinions for themselves. I'm not saying if you think the game is bad that your opinion is valid, because no game is perfect, and I don't think this is a perfect game by any means. And when I do my full review, I'm gonna get into more detail. But to say this game lacked enemy variety, you're lying. To say certain misinformation parts about the story, you're lying, unless you just can't follow stories. In that case, it might be something wrong with you. Overall, if I were to give my first impressions, I'm really enjoying this game. If you are thinking about trying this game, I'd highly suggest that you do. Just remember to always form your own opinions and don't fall for the groupthink mentality. Don't become one with the hive mind, and continue to be an independent thinker. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.